Hello, Leanne in Adelaide back with another project. A lot of the cannas I planted over early spring were just randomly... Did you hear that belching in the background? Yeah, that was John. He's just tasting part of lunch. And must be good then. I'm laughing at you burping. There's one in the background you can see under that banana pump, and that is an orangey, a tangerine colour, and then it fades to like a pinky colour as it gets older. Then over here is Marie Nagel. Now, I can see on the screen it's looking quite red, but in real life it looks like it has a tinge of orange. So it's a red, but it's an orangey red, so it's got that orangey hue to it, and yet that is really not in the same sort of tone as the Lucifer red. The Lucifer red's almost a bluish red. So there's a couple of other cannas that haven't flowered lately, so I will need to name them all, put little tags behind so they can't be visible, but I can see them if I walk around the back. So that Lucifer one, because it doesn't go in with the other ones, it's just a bit too, just a bit off-putting it. I mean, I like bright colours, as you can see, it's all bright, but that one just doesn't quite go with the group. So I've got a garden bed, got part of the garden that's near our kitchen area, and I've got a canna growing here. I've got two. This yellow one will probably be moved down the track, and I might pair it up with the other yellow canna there, so we've got a bit more of a clump. This one has almost a bluey hue to its red, and I think that will go quite well with the other one. So what I'm going to do is just going to pluck an old flower that's fallen on the ground. You can see it's almost pinky, but it's a pinky purpley red. And you can see how nicely that goes with this Ipomea. So the colour contrast is good. So bring that back over here. And putting the two together. Yeah, not sure. Yeah, not bad. Actually, you can see that does sort of go in with that. So it's not the same colour clash that you've got with the Marie Nagel. So I've got a piece of Marie Nagel over here. I'll grab that. I don't know, for some reason I just don't quite, it's a subtle difference between the colours, but I just don't think that goes as well as the other one. And this one is not as orange as it has been in the past. So when you get that more orangey tone, it doesn't go with that one. I've got lots of ideas for the main canna bed near the water feature. This canna here is hidden away in another part of the garden. It's got great flowers. It's not super tall, so it could be grown in the foreground, and it's got a real multiple colour stripy effect. So some of the leaves tending towards the yellowy, and some of them are quite sort of browny pink, reddish almost. So that going through here, it's like walking through a jungle. That could go quite well next to this one. So similar form. I've grabbed a couple of leaves earlier. So just not sure whether it's going to be too much. So this one here, that's quite tall. I'm thinking that can go right towards the back of the bed, and maybe even up into the raised garden bed at the back there. I don't know if you can see that raised garden bed. You can certainly see it along there. That goes all the way across, but the canna's holding it fairly well. So this, whether that goes against there as a bit of a contrast, or whether that's going to look a bit too busy. Oops, go down. So we're looking at that combination. So they've got the same form, they're roughly the same height. The flowers are almost the same colour as well. We've just got a variation with the leaf there, and planted next to there. And with this lime green against it, I think that will look really good. I like really bright. Some people might think that's way over the top and too garish and too much going on, but I just love that, you know, stretching the envelope a little bit and really having something that excites the eyes. Envelope a little bit with the colour combinations. I just really like these cannas together, and it's the first time I've put them together, and I wondered why I didn't do it earlier. They set each other off really nicely. They're very similar form. They've both got the similar size. I think the yellow and green one might be slightly taller, but you can see that the flower colour of the yellow one here, the orange flower and the orange flower here is fairly similar. They do go darker as they get older, so that this one does look a bit darker. They start off a bit lighter in colour, as you can see with that one. But that colour combination is great. And then you've got the lime green in the background there, which will keep spreading. And then in front here, you've got a Jostica, a shrimp plant, as it's otherwise known as. Now that's transplanted from the front garden. It needs to get settled in, so I'd say it's going to not do much between now and spring. But again, the colour combination with that flower, that lime, sort of almost limey yellow green, against that, even against that purple, if you zoom in there, that sort of colour, and then the lime green in the background. Okay, it might not be to everybody's taste, but I think it adds a real tropical feel, and that kind of contained but barely contained matching up of different parts, whether it would be flower colour or form, all makes for me, something that's harmonious. Bye from Zoe, and it's goodbye from Leanne in Adelaide. We're at the end of another gardening, Leanne's garden projects. Bye.